to the mix. All of our topics are shaken and not stirred. I'm Steven.
I'm Dev.
And I'm Keith.
And now we know you might have had a hard weekend, but it's okay because it's Mix Monday and we are here to make you feel better with Shot O'Clock. Make sure y'all take y'all shots and get ready for some hot topics. Oh my God, I can't believe we do this every episode. This is crazy.
Who started that tradition?
Right. Who takes a shot and then chases it with wine? That
I don't think I did.
I hope y'all are because we are. Okay? All right. So, today's topic is kind of a deep one, but not too deep. You know, we just want to know, I want to know, do you guys think that your past relationships have hurt or helped your current relationships? Like, have you learned from them? Do you keep doing the same thing over and over and over in every relationship you get in? Or, does it not affect you at all? Like what do you think?
It's definitely helped me. I feel like, all my past relationships have definitely helped my future relationships. Mm-hmm. Because one, it's helped me realize, I'm not the bottom I thought I was. And, that was a great revelation for me.
Revelation, the Renaissance.
And, it just helped, it helped me learn me as a whole, to realize, things that I just am not okay with, things I will not settle for or do in a relationship, but also the shit that's wrong with me, Okay? Perfect body isn't great, okay? So I feel like they've all kind of helped me progress in a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 for me. I definitely feel like my past relationships have taught me a lot about what I want, what I'm looking for, what I need in order to be satisfied. But I also have to say that I did develop some insecurities in my past relationships, which I feel like may have hurt or may hurt future relationships, may have even hurt a relationship I was already in. Just certain things that I had to go through that I'm still dealing with. And
That's
when you say insecurities, what do you mean?
Just, feeling secure in the relationship as far as, being able to talk to that person about the things that really rub you the wrong way. Are you going to judge me? Can I really open up to you the way I think I can? Because, past relationships, I did that and it didn't turn out the best.
So you pretty much were whatever was going on in your last relationship, you were not blaming, but blaming your future relationship, just your current relationship on things that happened in the past relationship.
Ew, why you gotta say it like that?
Because it's true.
Because that's what it is.
I guess in a sense, yes.
You weren't even giving him a chance because you were thinking he was going to do the same thing that everybody else was doing. So in the sense that
that's good.
It hurt you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Let's say that. Let's say that.
Let's say that. I guess so. And I don't even say that because I feel like I was the same way at one point. I feel like all my past relationships, literally, one after the other, it was just building on hurt after hurt after hurt, to where every relationship I was in wasn't successful or progressing because I was so hurt from all the ones before. And whether it was my fault, whether it was their fault, I was steadily building a wall and not letting anybody in or embracing anybody, and none of them was working. And then eventually I met someone that, helped me take that wall down. But leading up to it, it was just it was I didn't learn. It was until I got to the point where I can actually learn from them and I identify it and see it. Everything was all bad.
Yeah.
So do you guys? So now that you guys have because we all pretty much have said we identify, that hurt and all that kind of stuff. Do you think you look at other people's relationships and say, I ain't never doing that? Do you learn from other people's hurt or other people's relationships?
For sure. I think for sure for me, definitely learning from, because I feel even as kids, you kind of, you have your examples, right? So your examples, okay, to me, this is what love is supposed to look like.
Right.
Or this is what a relationship is supposed to look like. Whether it's healthy or not.
Right.
As a kid, that's your example.
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you tend to learn from yourself, like, oh, okay, they was really fucked up. Nah. I don't think I should be doing ABCD things, right? But then also dealing with, like, your friends. Like, you see their relationships and you're like, okay, that may be cute. Like, I like that they did that. Let me try that over here. You know, whether it works or not, you still try it. Or like, oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Don't try it over here. You know, like, you go through I feel like you definitely go through those stages. Not that you're judging your friends and their relationships. It's just like, you recognize on a human level of like, I see you and, bitch, don't do it.
Right.
You're gonna do it.
Right.
I don't want you to do it.
And that's so funny you say that because I never even thought about that. Like, you literally watch your parents or whoever it is growing up, and I'm trying to think, like, I don't think I'm anything like my parents. I feel like I'm more like my stepfather than anything. Like, when it comes to my relationships, because I've watched him, like, even like his work ethic, like everything he does, like, I remind myself so much of him. And that's weird that you just said that, because I never thought about that.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying this, but like, now that you just said that, like, so my example of love is like my aunt and my uncle. They've been married forever, 30 plus years at this point. And so watching them, like, I definitely feel like I take from both of them, but I feel like more so from my aunt.
Yeah.
Who is definitely, she's definitely like the more dominant. Not saying she controls my uncle, but my aunt is my aunt, and
she said, "I'm an independent black woman."
Baby, my aunt is my aunt, and she gonna let you know regardless whether you like it or not. And I feel like I take from her, and even in my like current season, like recently, I found out like a lot of shit that for me, like, you've got to set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
You know, and I never knew what that looked like. And so recently I'm learning, like, I have to set boundaries for myself, but I also have to set boundaries for the people I hold close to my heart.
Right.
Because some stuff just ain't okay, you know? So,
hey, it's funny you say that. So when you say, like, boundaries, like...
I wish I could answer the question.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. Ooh.
And we set him in the middle.
Right. Oh, she got... he's been promoted. Okay.
You know,
Whoopi has been promoted to...
Whoopi
to
don't
Joy.
ever change her seat.
Whoopi got promoted to Joy Behar, honey.
Whoopi don't ever change her seat.
Well, now that it's my turn, I think it's interesting that you both say that you have your examples. For those of you who don't know, that I didn't grow up with my dad in my life. You know, I didn't grow up with having that couple that you look to for, you know, what love is supposed to look like, and et cetera, et cetera. So I think for me, when I approach a situation, I'm kind of just going with the flow. You know, I don't really have anything to compare it to, and I try not to compare what my relationship is because, hell, most of my friends are married. I'm not. You know, so it's like I don't want to tell myself that I'm supposed to be like that and I'm supposed to follow in the footsteps that they followed in order for me to get to that point, even though I want to be there. But I think I just realized that everybody's different. I dated somebody back in the day, and the things that we did, I would never do with the next person. You know, like, I just think that everybody's different. Every connection is organic, or it should be.
Yeah. Do you think that makes it harder or easier for you?
I think that if I did have that, I would probably be a lot more open to certain things in relationships.
But...
So, with your, because you say you don't have examples,
right?
I didn't say now. It's growing up. I didn't have those.
Right. I know, but you said you don't want to look at the examples you have now.
I don't want to look at my friends and compare my relationship to theirs. I don't want to be like them.
I wouldn't say compare.
But you want to be like? Do you? But growing up, you would have wanted to be like them, but you don't want to be like us.
I mean,
bitch, what the fuck is wrong?
Right.
Hey.
First of all, but no, do you take from, because you do have a lot of friends who are married, do you take from each person's relationship and say like, oh, okay, I like that, I don't like that, ooh, y'all shouldn't be like,
Really?
even though it could be personal to you.
I just don't believe in that. I don't.
Really?
I don't want to be in a relationship based off of something that I saw. I want it to be organic. I want us to be and do our own thing. Like, I think it's great to have people around me that have succeeded and found that, but I think I just really want to create my own story with the person.
That's good. I respect that. That's good.
I don't think.
I understand it.
I mean, I understand that, but then where do you draw your inspiration from?
I need to be inspired to fall in love.
Well, not necessarily inspired, but like,
I can want to be in love and not
like for me,
be like everybody else.
Like for me, I'm like, okay,
people out here, they're in love and they want to have
right. I understand
multiple partners
that.
in a relationship. But I don't want that. You know, different strokes for different folks. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Like, you know, if that's you, that's you. But that ain't me.
Exactly, but you know that because you've seen that. So you know you don't want that because you've seen that. So
no, I know I don't want that because that's not what I want.
Have you tried it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That ends that.
Well.
So when he's like talking about drawing inspiration, like you think about like people watch movies. You watch like these rom-coms or like you know these romantic movies, and you're like, oh my god, it's so in love. This fairy tale. Mm-hmm. Do you like a lot of people draw inspiration from that in the aspect of like, I kind of want my love life to look like this. It may not look like this, but I'm hoping that it will look like this.
Right, because to me, I'm saying, like, what is the difference between you having your parents together growing up to you looking at the relationships around you?
Well, growing up, you know, I feel like you develop a lot of internal feelings and internal, you know, thoughts on how things should be when you're younger. You know, like growing up as a little boy, growing up as a DL little boy, you know, you look at things and you just want to, you know, put things together. Yeah. But me being the only openly gay person in my family, I have to realize that my love is not going to look like they love.
Correct.
The things that I'm going through. So how exactly, Stephen? How am I supposed to be inspired by somebody that does not relate to me?
Because all your friends...
My friends were my friends when I was younger.
Okay, but you never stopped growing and you never stopped learning.
Yeah. Now that I'm an adult, great.
Exactly.
But I just said that when you're younger, you get, you know, and you get a lot of stuff instilled in you. And I didn't have a whole bunch of gay married friends when I was younger. Therefore,
okay, so you don't think that now
you
don't think that now you can take what you have around you and
I do, but I don't want to do that. I don't want my relationship to mimic stuff that my friends did.
So what do you want your relationship to look like?
I want it to look organic. I want to write my own story. I don't want it to be based off of something else that I saw, some movie that I saw. Oh, the girl came, you know, he got picked up on a lawnmower. Baby, come pick me up on a lawnmower. No, that's not what I'm doing. Like, that's not what I want.
So I guess my question is, do you know, because all you're saying is, I want it to be organic.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
We don't know what it looks like.
So if you don't know what it looks like, how do you get there?
You write the story as it comes. You write the story as it comes. You write it as it comes.
I get what he's saying.
But what I think is, I'm like, if you don't know what it looks like, how do you know how to get there? Like, how do you get there if you don't know what it looks like? You're constantly just looking for something, but you don't have that end goal.
You just try and figure it out.
Yeah. I think it's the same of like you go into your career. Like you may have the first step, but at the end of the day, like you don't know what the full path
but
is.
But I know what I want at the end.
And he knows at the end of the day he wants love.
Let's put it like this. You go to the gym and you say, you know what? In a year, I want to have a six-pack. I want to have biceps. I want to have this. I want to have that. My first day in the gym, I didn't know what the fuck. I don't know. Like, I mean, granted, yeah, I see them over there lifting 3 plates, but
that may not work for you.
Exactly. Like, you know, you got to figure things out for yourself sometimes.
You're right.
Sense.
You are.
That's good.
You are right.
That's good.
Thank you.
But I will say that you do have a lot of love around you that you can still take from, not in the sense of like
you don't have to necessarily be like them,
but love as a whole. Shout out to moms, congratulations once again. But you do have like a lot of people who do love each other genuinely, and I think in that sense you can take that spirit of love from the different people around you, even though, like you said, you didn't grow up like me. Like my aunt and uncle clearly are 2 straight people. For me, like I understood that they may not be gay, But love is love to me, so I can take that love that they truly have for each other to stay together for 30 plus years. I can take that with me and say, at the end of the day, what is it that keeps y'all together? Okay, it's A, B, D, C, D things. Okay, cool. I understand that's the foundation for any relationship. Let me get that and let me take that.
How do you know that their foundation is going to work for you?
Because
but I feel like that's where you come learning from those relationships.
Yeah, but I feel like it's the foundation for it's the best foundation for any relationship.
What do you think?
To me, is honesty, communication, and pure open truth. Like those three things, you cannot go wrong. Like regardless of whatever else you got going on, if you want to do poly, don't want to do poly, whatever it is, like. At the end of the day, if you have those three things, you can't go wrong. Because, I mean, outside of just pure loving the person and making the person your friend, like, those foundations, that's the brick and mortar. Pure point blank.
I guess. I mean, I guess those things, because, like, for me, like, me and my husband were friends first.
Yeah.
And we were friends for 4 years before we even started dating.
Yeah.
So because we were friends, like, we have that foundation. I mean, I guess those things come with friendship.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like when you're friends with somebody and you're just dating somebody, you let your friends get away with a lot more than you let the people you're dating with get away with. You know what I mean? Like, your friends can do stuff to you and you'll forgive them, but when you're dating somebody, they do something and you on to the next. You throw them to the side.
I mean, it's true, but for some people, it's the complete opposite.
Exactly.
Really? You think so?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And which is why
it's complete opposite.
But I like, in picking that up from my past relationships, like, I was never friends with this is the first person I was friends with first before we got together. So I was never friends with anybody else, and none of them worked. And when we built that friendship, like, I already know everything about you.
Yeah.
You can't lie to me.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing. Ain't nothing about you I don't already know. I can't get mad at you about nothing. I already know everything. We was there together. So it's like,
even if it wasn't, I know before you told me.
We were literally best friends. So for me, like, just having that difference in that relationship between the past ones, like, made a big difference for me. And so, yeah, I don't know. Like,
Yeah. Well, I hope that's your journey of love.
Okay. Y'all let us know what y'all think. Do y'all learn from y'all past relationships? Do y'all learn from y'all friends' relationships or your parents? Let us know right in the comments. And if you are ready to be on an organic journey of love, baby, write us in, because we are going to find this man. We're going to figure out what it looked like, honey.
It's just around the river bend. Okay.
All right. Thank y'all for watching another episode of The Mix, where all of our topics are shaken and not stirred. And again, I'm Steven.
I'm Dev.
And I'm Keith.
And we will see y'all next week.